person's being attacked on every front, like me. When you're about to hit a breakthrough, Satan sees it coming and really wants to put a stop to it. You're going to hit a breakthrough, and that old serpent called the devil and Satan, and by the way, Satan means adversary in Hebrew, so let's call him adversary. But yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me. Thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. Psalm 23 from the King James Bible. Now, I already tried soaking the mesquite beans, and they just never soften up. They're just like rocks. So I'm like, okay, until I figure out what to do, then they're useless to me. I mean, you can eat the pod all you want, but the beans, no. Then I started talking to some Facebook friend of mine named Andrew Beshar, and it's like he just kind of posted while we were commenting back and forth. Basically, you can pulverize it into a flour and eat it like a bread. Yeah, we got this honey mesquite here, totally edible. This one we just picked, like velvety, who knows. I'm gonna have to like split it apart, take the like beans out and crush them, but in more light you can see what we've got from the mesquite beans, which Andrew and I were discussing, or he told me about crushing them up, which for some reason the idea eluded me. Since I have not yet improvised animal traps out here for coyotes and rabbits, we're gonna probably be eating a lot of things like I showed you. Although I need to show you how we're later on how we're growing corn. It's not just a regular way. It's actually very nuanced, and we have automatic watering system because although it's raining right now, all plants need to be moist to germinate. I'm talking about the seeds. You know, what does a brother do for another? Treat others as you would like to be treated. Boy, man, you know, my friend Mark Blaley, a friend on Facebook, and I don't like Facebook, but sometimes you just see a brother in distress. And when you're in distress too, it's like, okay, at least in this situation, there may not be much I can do, but okay. There are points in which two people in the same situation that both get it can glean from each other's strength. And, you know, as a Christian, you're supposed to do that. Always. Satan's always trying to tempt you, especially before a breakthrough, like big time. Physically, mentally, spiritually, the road's totally blocked. And if you're driving ahead and that brick wall is Satan, you just need to hit the gas and go right through Satan, because he'll get out of the way. Our Father, which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, as in heaven, so in earth. Give us day by day our daily bread. And forgive us our sins, for we also forgive one that is indebted to us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. I need to show you, I need to totally show you, what we've done down below, because we're gonna have some corn growing up there, but also it's kind of a miracle with some flowers I planted, little poppies. In the past I've had bad luck with them, but like with anything that you learn as you go, you find that sometimes you have to hit it on, you have to attack the problem from every angle. You can't just use fertilizer or insecticide. You have to use fungicide, and you have to do everything. But these things are maturing faster than I've ever even seen on the internet. Here's a miracle. There's a poppy. It's already starting to flower. That is extremely fast. Usually they take 3 months. This thing went from seed to this, maybe 2 months. Usually these, you can see where it's affected here by a little bit of blight. Usually when I try to grow them around here, it takes like 5 months for them to flower. And all the leaves just, all the way up to where the flowers are dead. This is a beautiful miracle. Now, these, it's edible, but it's the seeds that are edible. It's a passive watering system. All it has is a hose epoxy to it through an elbow, and it leaches water to this corn and that corn. And of course the hose goes way down there, but I only have it right now here and here where there's little holes, and it just seeps out. Corn started here and here. Fast growing stuff. So thank you, Andrew and Mark. Big time. Biblical names, but I tell you what, sometimes a name means nothing, but in this case, excellent. Excellent. You guys deserve a shout out. Thank you so much. Not bad. Many are called, but few are chosen. How straight is the path? I think that's why some of us get so darn angry, because we're trying to walk a straight path and there's so much in the way. People don't treat each other like they would like to be treated. I remember living in the city and there was a lot of theft. You know, I'd be lucky if my car wasn't broken into every night. But my neighbor didn't care. You know, he never bothered to call the police when my car was broken into. But when I put a car alarm on my car, he bothered to call the police because it went off and annoyed him during his sleep. We need to start being like the apostles, the disciples, and be real Christians. Not people that go to church on Sunday and dress nicely and are judgmental. Remember, judge not, lest ye be judged. For every time you, I'm paraphrasing now, every time you judge someone, that judgment will come on you. Like, come on. This is important, you guys. From the King James Bible. Take heed that ye do not your alms before men to be seen of them. Otherwise ye have no reward of your Father which is in heaven. Therefore, when thou doest thine alms, do not sound a trumpet before thee, as the hypocrites do in the synagogues and in the streets, and that they may have glory of men. Verily I say unto you, they have their reward. Isn't that true? Today has been our lesson on how we should treat each other, how I'm going to survive out here, and the fact that we have rain now, and we actually have a canal dug all the way around this little cabin, the one with the chimney on it. The channel is dug around the house. The ditch drains slightly downhill, kind of like a Roman aqueduct. And we'll have a cistern, a well down at the bottom. I'll show you that. But first, thank you so much for watching. Obviously, God bless all of you guys. Thanks for watching to the end. This has been Montana Wildcat.